Hey fellas, how you doing? Hey, thank God for another day, man. Because a lot of people didn't wake up this morning, especially now with this virus going on. And come to think of it, man, a friend of mine sent me a video of a Easter party outside of house, and it had to be at least 4 to 5, maybe 600 people there. Okay, they were all outside. So I'm trying to figure out what part of social distancing didn't they get. So we need to be really, really careful on how we're doing things. We need to follow instructions. And please, 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 if y'all see anybody, man, that's out there and, they in big crowds and things like that, man, I know y'all don't want to go near them, but if you can get a bullhorn or something, and just say, hey, y'all need to wake up and find out, that, hey, this is not safe. Hopefully, everybody's having a good week, man. This is Tuesday the 14th, April 14th. I'm off today, man. I'm relaxing, kind of, doing some things around the house, man, and just kind of taking it easy, Of course, I had a honey-do list to do today, and I'm sure y'all did too. So, but I want to get into, back into what we were talking about, second segment, which is praying for your or our wives. And this particular segment is called Her Emotions. And it begins to read like this: Lord, help me not to react inappropriately or withdraw from my wife, Bernadette, emotionally when I don't understand her. Give me patience and sensitivity, and may prayer be my first reaction to her emotions and not a last resort. Although I am aware that I cannot meet my wife's every emotional need, I know that you can. I am not trying to absolve myself from meeting any of her needs, but I know that some of them are intended to be met only by you. I pray that you would fill her with your peace and joy today. So, fellas, that emotions, that's a big word, especially when it comes to women, especially when it comes to my wife. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, man, because I remember when we were having our child, man, my son, and man, I kid you not, man, every time I would go to work, she would cry, and I'm trying to figure out why are you crying all the time. Every time I get ready to go to work, she was emotional, because she was in labor, or not in labor, but she was pregnant. Okay, she was with child. Okay, if you will. So I didn't quite understand, why she would always cry, and but later on I found out that it was because she was pregnant, and that I was leaving. Okay, and she felt alone. Okay, so that's why, and so she needed me to hold her. Okay, she wanted me to be there to embrace her. And she wanted to feel secure and and not left alone. Okay, but I had to go to work. I had to pay the bills. I had to keep the roof over the head. I would have loved to stay there. And just cuddle her. With her all day. But duty calls, and we had to eat. So, and she likes to eat. So, and so do I. So, but if y'all ever, especially you guys, that's recently got married and you don't have children, but your wife is pregnant or maybe expecting or whatnot, you're gonna go through some of those. You're gonna see some of those emotions that I just mentioned that I'm talking about. So, just be patient, with her, and be sensitive, and y'all make it through. Y'all make it through, man. Um, it's not easy, dealing with, a woman like, for instance, my wife. I don't know, man. Sometimes she could get mad, man, off the cuff, right? And I'm like, dang, what the heck did I do? You know, and so sometimes it's better for me to not even engage it, but to just go somewhere to another room or take a walk, take a drive, come back, and say, honey, I thought you was, a little bit, out in left field. You want to talk about it, you know. So let her cool down, you know, before and you cool down, if it was a heated, situation, go somewhere, separate yourself from each other, and then come back. Come back, sit down, talk about it. Get you an ice cold glass of water, man, and cool down the inside in you. Even if you had to pour it over your head. Just cool yourself down. But when you do that, man, y'all come together, you sit down, and you talk about it, work it out, whatever it might have been, and y'all both feel better afterwards. Man, because I'm telling you something, man. I mean, being married is not easy, man. There's a lot of different things that a man, you and I have to go through, when it comes to being married, man. We're not, I remember when I was single, and, only thing I had to worry about, man, was me. I had my little my singles pad, and I came as I went. I did what I wanted to do. I came in when I wanted to come in. But when you get married, man, all that stuff changes. So for all you new guys out there that's just getting married, man, y'all buddies y'all be hanging out with all day 24/7. That's gonna change if you want to keep your wife happy and your household happy. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Okay, the whole house is like the Antarctic. All right, you got icicles hanging from the ceiling. So, just a little word of advice, man. I've been married 17 years, and I learned a few things, but I'm still learning a whole lot of things. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff y'all can tell me too that'll help me out a little bit. So, but we're gonna continue, our segments with praying for our wives, and if you guys, have any questions or things that you went through and you want to share and you want me to talk about, so you can share with other guys that may be going through the same thing, then I'll be glad to read your comments, and we'll talk about it the next time on the next segment, and we'll go from there, man. Because I really enjoy talking to you guys, man, and like I said, I'm learning from this myself, man, just by talking about it, and we'll just take one day at a time, man, one step at a time, and you guys stay up, man, and be safe out there, and make sure you're taking care of your family, man, and your children, man, and your wife, and be sensitive to her emotions, man, and everything will work out, man, and continue to trust God, because the head of man is God, and the head of woman is her husband. So we can't expect our wives to submit to us, man, if we have not submitted to God. So that's where we get all of our information and wisdom and understanding is from God. So if he's ahead of our life, then everything else will fall into place. So, like I said, man, hey, can't wait till the next segment, man. And you guys take it easy and stay safe. And until next time, take care.